project called 1000 minds. Um, I am the narrator, Sharnise Jones. My partner is Charity Gazelman. And today I will be discussing a decision making for selecting a restaurant. Um, Selecting a restaurant sometimes can be very hectic. You have so many different options, especially nowadays. There are a plethora of options in different restaurants in which you can eat. But we decided to narrow it down to just a few options just for the sake of this project. So, for us, our selections were dietary needs, the type of foods, the dining options, the quality of the food, the type of restaurant, and the cost, of course. Sometimes we are not always in the mood to, put on your best clothes and go and eat at the fanciest of restaurants. That doesn't mean, however, that we don't want to still enjoy great food, at a decent price. So, again, these are the factors that we want to speak about. And here, after our results, here's what we came up with. Um, Most of us in the group, we prefer American food, although Mexican and Chinese were also, well, American was a little bit closer, but Chinese and Mexican were also some of our options. And of course, this is no secret that we would prefer excellent food. However, the quality of the food could be good, okay, as long as it's edible, you know, um, it'll kind of do the trick. But overall, we as a group prefer that we have an excellent meal. I know that's what my preference is. Um, the type of restaurant, um, fine dining, um, eventually one. However, family friendly was not too far behind it, and fast food was just not in the cards for us. As much as we are on the run and we're busy and we're constantly doing things, we just kind of prefer to keep it either family friendly or fine dining, kind of sit down, relax, take a load off if we are going to, in fact, go out and eat and have a good time. Um, the cost, of course, we would prefer for it to be affordable. If you have a family of three or four or more, of course, affordable is the route that you would like to go. Sometimes when it is just a date, we could splurge on the moderately expensive because it's a special occasion. You're doing something fun, you're doing something that just requires a little bit more pizzazz, if you will. And of course, if it's more pizzazz, it's going to cost more money, unfortunately. But again, you can do this according to the type of situation that you're in, i.e., if you're on a date or if you're celebrating something specific. For dietary needs, low carb. Well, we had gluten free, vegan, and low carb. And low carb, in my opinion, is easier to maintain. Like um, vegan and gluten, it just kind of became, I don't want to say a fad. I think vegan and gluten free, they just became something that society is more aware of, and so now more restaurants are trying to incorporate these types of dietary needs in their menus so that people can choose their restaurants and be comfortable, and everyone can enjoy the dining instead of having to go to two and three different restaurants to get your gluten free food or to get your vegan food or to have your low carbs. um, Low carbs are just food that really doesn't have a lot of sugar. That's mainly going to be your protein, your meats, And so these restaurants, especially with American food, most of them have like, they're meat driven. They'll have like your lamb, your chicken, your ribs, your seafood, things of that nature. So those things are more along the low carb um, menu. And, according to our data, people seem to prefer them. And the dining options, um, we're pretty flexible. It appears, according to the data, it looks as if we could take a dine-in or a carry-out. A restaurant can have both. It won't really affect, how we'll, you know, view that restaurant. Sometimes when you do dine in, you do need to take a carry-out home to say someone who could not come out and enjoy the evening with you. I've done that plenty of times where I've had to take a carry out home to my mom or to my sister because they just couldn't, make the outing. Or if we were already out and we just decided to eat, and they call, be like, hey, you want something from so and so? Yes, I do. And you could just pick it up. So that's really not a shocker to me that, it's preferred or that it's okay to do. I mean, I actually, that's actually not a bad, idea. Okay, so um, the alternatives that we've come up as a group: Buffalo Wild Wings, Chipotle, Happy's Pizza, Los Tres Amigos, the Chop House, which is my favorite, and the Yin King. The Yin King was a restaurant that I was not familiar with. So, I don't think I chose that one too many times, but it is, definitely an acquired taste to me. It's a vegan Chinese place, which probably, is for someone who prefers a vegan diet, this would probably be most certainly in their top 10. So, after I conducted the study for me, my rank alternatives were: the number one was the Chop House. I love the Chop House. The Chop House is absolutely amazing to me. They have the best food. I love the ambiance, the service, the food, the just everything. The drinks, of course. I'm sorry, that's not a a category here, but if I just had to advocate for this particular restaurant, I really would. I have been to the Chop House so many times, and it's absolutely amazing to me. I love it. I love the fine dining, like just everything, the ambiance. They have it really, really nice in there. It's really comfortable. They don't press you to like, okay, we got to get these next, group of people in, and they allow you your dining, whether it takes you 20 minutes or 45 minutes to eat. Like, they don't pressure you into like, okay, each meal, they come back, ask if you like any dessert, and just I just like this restaurant as a whole. Um no shocker to me that, according to the criterion that and the questions that were asked, that this restaurant for me ended up being number one. Chipotle, I have definitely with there so many times on the lunch time. They have a wonderful, wonderful menu, and it's definitely affordable, and the food is overall the food is okay. It's fresh. It's kept going. It's kind of like a not necessarily a buffet, because if it was a buffet you would be able to get it, but still at the same time, it's kind of like you pick what you, and you'll see how fresh or, you know, how appealing some things are. But I normally get like the burrito, and it's, the chicken for everything just is fresh. The lettuce is crisp, everything. I love it. It's pretty good to me. Los Tres Amigos. I've never had the pleasure of eating there, but I guess according to the questions that was asked, this would be, my third choice if ever I had to indulge or if I had to make a decision to go there. Yin King, as I explained before, I am not a personal fan of Chinese food, but if you were a vegan and you like Chinese food and you could dine in, carry out, it's affordable, this is a place that you would be able to go and enjoy a meal. Buffalo Wild Wings is okay. It's the atmosphere for me more than anything is what draws me to this restaurant. Buffalo Wild Wings is more of a sportsy type of restaurant that it's just fun to kind of be in there. You can take the kids, take people, you watch the sports, you have your beer, your drinks, and you're just hanging out, having a good time. I'm not a real fan of their chicken because I feel like the wings are really, really big, and I don't like big chicken. It's just, I don't know, it's strange and weird to me. I don't know. But, there it is on there. And it is low carbs again because it's mainly chicken. They have salads. I mean, they have some, obviously they have other foods, but for the most part, it's like, you know, chicken. Buffalo Wild Wings in different flavors. All their flavors are amazing. I want to say if I had to give a percentage, I probably tried about 74% of their sauces. Some of them are just really seriously, honestly, just an acquired taste. If you're just looking to do something different. Excuse me. Happy's Pizza is not it's okay. It's just not my, as you can see, it's just not my preference. There are so many other pizza places that are not only, more affordable but just better all around. And my partner Charity, her ranked first choice was Chipotle, and then her second choice was Los Tres Amigos, and then she preferred the Chop House, and then her fourth was the Yin King. Oh, she preferred Happy's Pizza over Buffalo Wild Wings. But again, according to criteria, considering how you feeling and how you answering stuff, it depends on what day it is. If you're feeling more like pizza, I'm sure Happy's will be better. If you're feeling more like buffalo wings or just having a good time hanging out, you'll choose that one. So overall, for me, in conclusion, for us, 1000 minds, it was really a simple decision making software with self-explanatory steps. It makes applying the information needed a very easy task. I would definitely recommend the use of this software to individuals who need to see data in many different ways. So not just words or just numbers. It's like it breaks it down, by graph, by chart, by it's just so many different ways you could view the same data, and if you move or rank or choose something or deselect something, the difference that it will make. So I hope I haven't bored you, but that is the conclusion of our selecting a restaurant project. Thank you.